Folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're heading to Port Clinton, Ohio to fish walleyes. These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
John Gillespie, a man who finds fun in sports and puts excitement into sportscasting. John Gillespie follows the action people. John Gillespie joins the action people. You'll find John an exciting sportscaster. He is personally involved in the Toledo sports scene. John Gillespie, the sportscaster who gets into the act. Watch him on 13 Nightly News at 6 and 11 p.m.
13 strong.
Yes, folks, that was me 45 years ago in 1980 when I was a sportscaster in Toledo, Ohio. And one of the main reasons I took that job because it was on the shores of Lake Erie. And I immediately fell in love with this lake. And at that time, there were 100 million walleyes in the western basin of Lake Erie. That is an incredible number. And I'll tell you what, the fishing was equal to the number of walleyes. You caught fish almost every cast. And now I'm here in 2025, and I got my buddy Mike Patterson with me. And Captain Mike, always good to see you. We were reminiscing. How many years have you and I fished together now?
We're figuring 25 to 27 years.
Isn't that incredible? And we both got older too.
Somehow.
Yeah, but tell the folks, the walleye fishing is just as good now as it was when I moved here in 1980.
Yeah, you're starting to see a lot of guys switch back to casting because there's enough fish to make it easy now.
And I'll tell you what, I've had the opportunity to fish walleyes in Canada, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Hands down, I mean, numbers-wise, this is the place to be, isn't it? In the world.
And the size is good too.
Yeah, but I mean, in the world, isn't this the greatest walleye factory?
The best I know of.
And when I came here in 1980, the fishing was awesome. I fell in love with this lake, and that's easy to do, isn't it?
Oh, it's what I grew up on. That's why I still love it.
Now, and we're going to have a lot of fun today. We got two special guests with us. We have Jeff Kolozinski, who's with Humminbird Minn Kota, and we've got our usual guest, Henry Abbott.
Henry.
He comes where there's fish to take home.
Well, he's smart.
Yeah, I know. He'll take a few home. Hey, folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this. You know, folks, I have a lot of friends that ride motorcycles, and springtime is when they're always getting geared up. See why over 1,000 riders give Amsoil 20W50 V-Twin motorcycle oil a perfect 5 out of 5. It's engineered to outperform, resisting viscosity breakdown 6 times better than Harley Sin 3, reducing wear and deposits for max engine compression and power. Don't let manufacturers bully you. Under U.S. federal law, you have the right to choose your oil without voiding your warranty. Amsoil gives you premium protection and the power to choose. Amsoil 20W50 V-Twin. Performance, protection, freedom.
When you're meeting with a client, it's so important that you're present with them and you're listening. I've heard lawyers say your job as a trial lawyer is to read the law, understand the law, make the argument. You can't get emotionally connected with your client. I completely disagree with that. In order to tell your client's story, you want to learn what's important to them. Sit down and have a meal together. Learn about their family. Learn about their history. Learn about where they're from. You have to emotionally connect with them. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
Double header. Oh, Michael, that's a nice. Look at this one coming in.
There you go.
There we go. That's the way to start the day there. Look at that. And tell the folks we're fishing on what type of structure here, Mike?
This is a reef.
Okay.
Outside of Kelly's Island, all rock structure. These fish are moving up to spawn. We're up in 12 foot of water.
And mine's on a Kalin's jerk minnow, and yours is on a Kalin's hair jig. And the hair jigs are awesome this time of year, huh?
It's a go-to. It's really easy to fish. You can get anybody to catch fish on them.
Well, good start.
Yeah, we'll get after them.
My very next cast, folks. And I'll tell you what, these 2B rods are so fun to play these fish on. Here he comes. Whoa, look at that walleye, Mike.
Oh.
Holy cow, folks. I'll tell you what, he just smashed that jerk minnow. That was awesome. And one of the colors that I really like using on all the Great Lakes is the white color. And Mike, hold that guy up for the folks at home to see. I mean, that is a male walleye.
He's a male. He's spraying.
And the males are, I mean, that's a good sized male, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you're into over 20 inches.
I'll tell you what, folks, this is interesting. That fish, and that's why it's so important to work your bait all the way to the boat. Here, I'll flip them. There we go. There we go. These for male walleyes, folks, I'll tell you what. And Mike, I don't know if you remember this, but back in 2010, we had the 2003 year class of males that were 25 inches long. That's going to happen again.
Another couple years.
Yeah, I mean, look at that, a male walleye. And again, folks, there's that tungsten jig, that Kalen's tungsten jig, and that white jerk minnow. And these guys laugh at me over here on Lake Erie because they're all hair jig fanatics. But these work too, especially in water that's not real dirty. Is that it?
A couple of years, we're going to have lots of big male walleye, that's for sure. The lake's clear full of these 20, 21 inchers, and they just keep growing.
Henry Abbott's going to join the party now.
Right, there we go.
What do you got on? What are you using? Any plastic?
Plastic.
Yeah.
You caught a couple, so there was no reason not to use it, John.
What do we got there, Henry?
We got a pretty decent walleye.
Oh yeah, there he is. Another beautiful male. Pass him right up to Henry there. Hey, Henry. Pretty special coming over here with Michael, isn't it?
Oh, this is the best, John. When they're biting plastics and stuff, it doesn't get much better than
And
this.
no guilt. You can keep whatever you want, buddy.
Yep, for sure.
And no possession limit either.
That's even better.
I love that bite on a jerk minnow, folks. And your line jumps in the air before you feel the bite. It's so fun. Mike, I'll tell you what. There, it's a fighter right there, my friend. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Another beautiful male. And I love it when they're hitting the plastic, because I talked about that before. Mike, come on in here. There's a lot of times, man, when they're just not hitting anything but hair. And today it looks like
this lighter fall of this jig head is working real good for them.
Are these late April? Are these fish still spawning?
Yeah, most of the females have dropped, but some are still, these males are all still trying to get their spawn on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that hit. I wait all year for that, you know?
Yep, I love it.
Okay, my next cast here. Look at that one, Michael. All right, I think
Down
we're
his throat.
that today. And this time of the year, the majority of the fish that you catch are going to be males, right?
Almost, unless you go trolling, if we're jigging, we're going to catch almost all males.
Yeah, look at how he ate that.
He ate that baby. It's down his throat.
And we're not fishing at the best time of day right now either. This
high sun.
This evening bite could be special.
It's going to be good.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Save $5 on the Fleet Farm Winnebago 3500 tackle bag. Now just $14.99.
So this is kind of interesting because you saw us catching the fish on a jerk minnow and you're using a hair jig, and you went to a lighter hair jig.
Yeah, but same size as you, down to 3/8, because the fall, that light fall is what's making them trigger the bite on your jerk minnows.
That's another beautiful walleye.
Beautiful walleye.
Now, this is our first pass of the day, folks, and you actually had unfishable wind this morning, huh?
Yes, it was 40 miles an hour last night. It was still blowing 20 miles an hour a couple hours ago.
Isn't it funny how Lake Erie changes? And that's one thing, too. Watch your weather reports because it can go the other way, too.
Other
right?
way in a hurry. I've been out here when you shouldn't be, that's for sure.
I've been out here with you when we shouldn't be.
That's it.
We were fishing Lake Erie out of Port Clinton, Ohio, a 5.5 hour drive from Milwaukee, 4.5 hours from Chicago, and 10.5 hours from Minneapolis.
Feel the difference in every cast, in every bite, in every moment, in every adventure, no matter the season. When everything is on the line, every memory you make, feel the difference.
Folks, this is almost as fast as you're seeing it on TV. I mean, it's every other cast you're getting smacked. And that's what I love about this Lake Erie fishing.
You want a net for that one, John?
Yeah, I think we
should have.
That's one thing I want to talk about too is the line that we're using out here. And I love Smackdown. I like the Smackdown for my main line, but you like the Cigar leader material. What do you like?
I'm always using Cigar 100% fluorocarbon, 12 to 15 pound test.
12 to 15.
Because the zebra mussels are really sharp. If you get much lighter than that, it doesn't take much of a nick.
Look at that. Jerk minnow. Yeah, he did. When they're on the feed like this in the middle of the day, I can't believe what evening's going to be like. This will be something else.
It'll be good.
All right, Colo.
Ooh, what is this?
Yeah, there you go, Colo.
Here we go on
That's
a hair
nice
jig.
Fish there,
Ooh,
buddy.
That's a.
And you know what's so fun is coming over the top of these reefs with the Mega Live 2, and we're seeing all these fish swimming around, aren't we?
We are. That one's special right there.
With the cold water wart.
Captain, what's up with this one?
They get those and they fall off once the water gets warm. It's not a big deal, nothing to worry about.
It does not affect the meat.
Nope.
Okay then.
You know, Mike, I don't know if folks know this, but your main job is farming, and this is nice for you to get out and do this, isn't it?
Oh, I love it, especially when it's nice like this.
Are you kidding me? This is probably the nicest day in the last 5 weeks. Here he is.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Yes, please.
Look at that as a male, folks. That is big. And, you know, it is interesting, though, the females, now we're in, early May now. So as you get into May, does the fishing change? Do you get more females, Mike?
You can. Everything goes out and suspends.
Okay.
You know, if you're going to get females, you're probably going to go out and troll for them with crankbaits up high in the water column. But yeah, the females, they head off for deep water.
Okay.
It takes them a while to recover and get done with their...
But May, June, July fishing's awful good. Too.
Oh, great. Yeah, just completely different type of fishing.
Right. Now what you're trying to do is get these walleyes to bite. I want to talk a little bit about the rhythm of our jigging, whether it's a jerk minnow like I'm using or a hair jig like you. What is it, little pops, Mike?
Yeah, you're doing a little snap. It can vary a little bit, but you basically want to keep it close to the bottom, but jig it up off the bottom, and the very second that it hits bottom, you're moving it again. You don't want it sitting still.
Okay, and a lot of times they'll actually pin it to the bottom. That's how you catch them. But make sure you're making bottom contact and just little short hops like this.
It can be short. Some guys do like a 2-3 foot hop.
Oh, really?
My most productive is just a short snap, just to get the jig to come off the bottom, and as soon as it hits bottom, just a short snap again. And the more controlled you are with your snaps, the easier it is to detect your bites.
My buddy Colo.
Finally.
Now, finally, you actually caught a couple that we didn't film.
I did.
That a nice one, Cole?
It's decent. He's not very big.
Yeah, that's a flipper inner?
He's a flipper inner. Oh, maybe not.
Are you
Thank
kidding
you for
me?
the
That's
assist.
a delicious walleye right there, Cole.
That is on the stinger hook, John.
Yeah, hold that out. I mean, that's a beautiful eating walleye right there.
That's exactly what's going to happen with him. Okay.
Now tell the folks, that's how many seconds after the last one you caught?
About 14 seconds.
Yeah.
That was another flip.
Very
Thank
next
you, Henry.
cast, right?
Yes, it is. That is another perfect eating size fish.
So we were talking before about watching your line. What happened on that?
That was a strike indicator for sure. Boom.
That line just jumped.
Like a lightning bolt.
Yeah, that's fun. Do I dare flip this guy in?
He's got it down his throat.
Oh yeah, look at that, folks. Whoa, right to Michael.
Yep.
Look at how, you know, when the line does jump like that, that means that these fish are feeding aggressively.
He's got it clear in there.
Well, where is it? Can you get it?
I might need some pliers.
Yeah, but when they eat like that, folks, you know, and we're not even in the prime time yet. I don't know how many walleye, we've been out fishing, what, an hour?
Yeah.
Hour and 15 minutes?
We got half of them already.
Yeah, and again, you say the fishing changes in May and June, so...
Yeah, they leave the rocks, they get up suspended in open water, just chasing bait fish.
And you just drift and you watch your Mega Live 2, you see a school of fish, you fish them.
Yep, stop and hit them.
Out walleye fishing on Lake Erie with Captain Mike Patterson, and I'll tell you what, this new Explorer unit is absolutely incredible. First of all, on my split screen, I'm looking at Mega Live on the right, and that's how we find the walleyes, right, Mike?
Yep, easy scouting.
And then on the left-hand side, we have the Lake Master chip. By the way, 13,000 lakes available for free with the Explorer. But the One Boat Network is absolutely incredible. So you find the fish, what do you do?
You mark it on the screen, it goes from the sonar to the GPS where you're at. Then you can put your Altera down, You can follow either a contour or a spot lock and just work them. Keeps you right on top of the fish.
Yeah, watch this, folks. With the Explorer here, all I got to do is push that button and my Altera Quest goes down. I'm going to spot lock and fish these walleyes, all right?
That sounds good.
Look at that. Folks, this is such a gorgeous evening out here, and we're getting towards late afternoon. And the fishing certainly hasn't slowed down.
There we go.
This is like the old days, except that these males are much bigger, you know?
This is wonderful.
Look at that. That's a gorgeous fish. What's your biggest walleye you've ever caught on Erie, or caught in your boat, I should say?
Just under 15 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, I've had a good handful of them, 14 and a half. I haven't broke the 15-pound mark.
And you know what's really, that's about as big as they get, because I think the lake record is 18?
Yeah.
18 and a half pounds. And that was that was a guy fishing for perch years ago, right?
Yep.
But I mean, seriously, if you want to catch a 10-pounder, I would come here early spring and troll or ice fishing.
Late fall through early spring.
Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2025 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Benjamin Scholes of Seymour, Wisconsin, caught this 10-inch bluegill on Two Island Lake on a spike. David Lang of Minneapolis, Minnesota, caught this 15-inch crappie on Lake Sarah using a shiver minnow. Cameron Hepp of Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, caught this 28-1/4-inch walleye in Wisconsin on a V-blade. Josh Dietl of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, caught this 41.5-inch northern pike in Sturgeon Bay on a shiner. And this week's first kid winner is Grayson Hartman of Wapaka, Wisconsin, caught this 20-inch, 4-pound largemouth bass in Wapaka using a drop shot. And Lance Elliott of Duluth, Minnesota, caught this 28-inch walleye on Rainy River using a fireball jig. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. You've seen them work wonders on the show. Now you can stock up on the Reef Runner flash ads. On sale, 2 for $16. And get 25% off select classic accessories Storm Pro boat covers, starting at $114.99.
The Quickset screen shelters are perfect for campers and outdoor enthusiasts looking for additional space and comfort. With a fast and easy setup in less than 60 seconds with no additional poles or assembly required, you will be able to enjoy the outdoors faster. Quickset screen tents feature no CM mesh, so you can be bug-free in the comfort of your screen tent late into the evening. The Quickset screen tents are available in a wide range of models, so there's a perfect one for everyone. Quickset by Clam.
Folks, I've relied on Johnson Pump products for many years, and now they're even better. Check out the new Aqua Void Bilge and the Aqua O2 Aerator.
The best advantage with the new products is no tools necessary to replace your motor cartridge. Quick watertight connector and the same easy change cartridge. With the new motor cartridges, we have a high efficiency impeller and a low amp draw motor. To the angler, they're going to have faster fill of their live wells, and they're going to have better aeration along with a faster evacuation of their bilge. This pump will fit on any boat. It has a multi-configuration inlet port as well as a 360 rotation outlet port.
Johnson Pump, reliability on board. I want to remind you folks, what you've seen is about an hour and a half of fishing. That's how fast this is. And as I mentioned at the top of the program, I've been fishing Erie for 45 years, and I get excited the night before every time I come. Whoa, Michael.
Oh, need some help?
Oh, no, but look at the size of that male there.
That's a beast, buddy. Male there.
That is nice. And a lot of times, folks, when you're over here, I mean, I love using the clam net, but that's why I use a little heavier leader material. What is this?
12-pound Seaguar.
12-pound Seaguar. And you can flip these in because a lot of times you're getting doubles and triples and the netter can't get over there in time. Henry, you're building a fish fry.
Yes, we are, John. We got quite a few fish already.
No, seriously, dude, this is amazing. All right, now let's see what we got here, Henry. We have ourselves another beautiful male walleye. And Henry, you know, you eat a lot of fish. How do you like to make fish the best?
No, these are best fried no matter what. You can't beat a deep fried walleye.
Now, Mike, we got a chance here as you're catching another walleye to talk a little bit about the limits here on Lake Erie. So each guy can keep 6 fish.
Over 15 inches.
And if you stay here for a week,
every day you can keep 6 fish.
No possession limit, so you can keep your 6.
Yep.
That's incredible. And like we talked about at the top of the program, the lake is extremely healthy. When you see males this size, and can you get them in there? Look at that one, Mike. That's a beauty. But you would say that we've had great spawning years the last 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, we've had really good spawns. You can look at, some have been better than others, but overall we've had a set of good spawns starting with this age class, you know, from about 5 years ago. And the lake is full of multiple stages of fish. It's going to be good fishing for 10 years easy.
And the other thing, folks, the growth rate here is phenomenal. A walleye reaches 15 inches in about 2 years.
A little over 2 years.
Yeah, that's incredible. What is so interesting about this last couple of hours of fishing, the jerk minnow was hot, and now it's that stupid blue hair jig.
Yeah, I know it.
But no, seriously, it is interesting how the preference of these walleyes, what they're biting, has changed, Mike, in the last little while.
It'll do that. The wind switched a little bit. If you notice, we're drifting over the rocks different. I don't know exactly why, but that could have a lot to do with it.
And tell the folks, we're fishing in about how deep?
12.5 feet of water.
12.5 feet and rock.
Rock, hard rock.
There's that stinger hook again, folks, how crucial that can be right there. Henry, are you changing baits a lot?
Yeah, we keep changing. I got a hair jig on now, John.
But it's just, what's so fun is you catch them on everything, you know?
It's been one of those kind of days so far.
So far, yeah, well, 2 hours of fishing, this ain't bad.
Nope, not bad at all.
You know, you actually go with the trends up there. You know, you're changing baits fast. As soon as somebody catches something on something, you're changing, aren't you, Hen?
I see people catching fish, and I go, change right up there.
Yeah.
And it popped out.
Let's see. Oh, that's the perfect dude. Oh, that's a beautiful male, Henry. That's a real nice male. Henry, we want to go in now and have some Johnsonvilles.
I think it's time.
Yeah, I mean, really, we're real close to our limit here of 30 fish. So catch this one and I'll go cook you some Johnsonville brats. There you go, Henry. Kind of interesting, though, how the bite changed from when we first got out here.
Yeah, it's slowed down.
Plastics to hair, though, really.
Yep.
Well, folks, we limited out in 3 hours last night, and this is my first cast on that spot today. And there we go, Michael. There we go, pal. Oops. But I'll tell you what, folks, we got a gorgeous day today. I mean, Lake Erie can be pretty treacherous in late April, early May, but we got a dandy day today.
It's not even hardly ripples, just a perfect day to be out here.
Yeah. We get another limit then?
Oh, it should be pretty easy.
I'll tell you what, folks, this guy loves to fish.
I do.
And this is going to be another beauty. Here he is. Hey, Cole.
Oh, that's nice.
I know we talked about this the whole program, and that was on that, what was that on?
This is the new flash shad, John. And I got to tell you, I'm a believer now.
The flash is incredible.
And the light's perfect for that. So that's a nice male.
Hold him out. Yeah,
that is a really good one.
Henry.
There we go, John.
Hey, you know what's really been fun over here the last day and a half is putting our Wisconsin techniques to work on Lake Erie, you know?
It is. This is the same stuff we use on the bay, John, and in all the little lakes that you and I fish together.
That's what kind of makes it fun, you know, to learn something somewhere and bring it to a new place.
Yep. That's on the new jig also.
Hey, you know what, Mike? We talked about it at the top. Oh, that's a dandy right there, pal. Get him up to the top. And another gorgeous male.
That's a big one.
That is a big one. That's a beautiful fish there, Mike. But we talked about it at the top of the program. Folks come over here. Do not feel guilty about keeping fish, right? Any size, Mike?
No, you keep your 6. As long as it's 15 inches. Enjoy it.
What do we got here, Mike?
Got another walleye.
You need the net there, buddy?
I don't think so.
The old flip in there. Hey, one thing I want to reiterate, folks. If you want to fill your freezer with walleyes, Lake Erie is the place to come, as we talked about. No possession limit. But people shouldn't feel guilty, Mike, about keeping fish?
No, we've got a great population. They set quotas. They aren't raising the limits. We've got plenty of fish. Six a day per person. There's nothing to feel guilty about.
Yeah, that's cool, because, you know, everywhere, I don't keep any fish, but when I come to Lake Erie, I keep everyone.
They're great eating.
You know, folks, we have calm conditions today for Lake Erie. That's a nice walleye coming in there, Michael. There you go, Mike. But in all seriousness, folks, what you're using and what color you're using can change the same day. And it's pretty important, Mike, really, if you get a wind shift or whatever, they can bite on something entirely different.
Oh,
right?
change in a heartbeat. Yep, you got to adapt a little bit. I mean, there's a basic half a dozen things to use, right? But they can definitely change. We saw it go from plastics to hair to...
in the same day?
Yeah, in the same 2 hours.
Hey, Mike, I want to thank you for a wonderful time. I don't think we really have to film any more fish, but we're going to just stay out and fish for fun now and get another limit to take home. But want to mention now, you can get people out, right?
Yes. Yep.
So they just give you a call?
Give us a call. We'll get you taken care of, get you on some fish.
Yeah, well, I know that. Every time I fish with you on 27 years, you always put me on fish. Hey, look at that, Henry. Hey, good walleye, pal. What you got on there, man?
I got a hair jig, John.
Yeah, I know. You're switching all the time. It's getting to the point where it's fun to try everything. That's a nice walleye. Hey, Henry, I see you got your Chicago Cubs jersey on.
Always.
Yeah. Hey, big news for our Chicago viewers. Starting in June, we are going to be on the Cubs Marquee Network, and that's around a lot, right?
That's excellent. It's on almost all the cable stations in the Midwest, John.
And it's called Marquee Sports.
Yep.
It's the Cubs Network, and we'll be on 9 o'clock on Saturday mornings. And what's the name of it again?
Marquee Sports Network.
Well, Colo is going to catch our last fish of the day, number 30, and we got this limit, folks, in about 3.5 hours. And is that a nice one, Colo? Let's see him. Let's see him. Really nice. Oh, that's
that was
a
bear
beauty.
claw.
That is a male walleye,
That
folks.
is a very male.
Hey,
full maleness right there.
Pretty special. You guys are taking home 60 walleyes. What do you think?
I think this is an incredible fishery, and the funnest part was they bid on jigs, they bid on rattle baits, flash shads, they bid on hair jigs, jerk minnows, all kinds of stuff, and that's one place you can go catch a bunch of fish in a lot of different ways. Thank you, Captain Mike Patterson.
Captain Mike Patterson guides Lake Erie on a daily basis. For more information, give Mike a call. That phone number is 419-308-6925. 308-6925.
Get ready for the ride of your life. Right now, we have amazing deals that you can't miss. From rugged trails to family fun, the Yamaha Wolverine is built for it all. And with our exclusive financing and customer cash options, your dream ride is closer than ever. Experience the ultimate blend of performance and versatility. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Visit your local Yamaha dealer today and start your new adventure.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
Folks, if you want to get down here and fish Lake Erie, Mike Patterson is your man. He's got openings. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish at. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.